Right, and I mean, like, it goes back, we're going back to that hunting rifle shot or the bolt action shot, or there's just so much different gameplay involved and different, I guess, shots that we haven't really seen in week one. It's just people are playing very differently, and there's just always so much variety. Very, very entertaining.
Yep, and this is the Vic and Madsen, so they actually won last game. So now they have the Kingpin bonus. So their points for this game will be tripled. Any eliminations they get at the end of this match are tripled.
Yeah, and could it be that they're going to Tomato Town? That's interesting because Tomato Town isn't really a hotspot, and there's not a lot of loot or materials to be found here at all. Now, mind you, the Rift a little further north of Tomato Town is a good spot to quickly escape and choose spots. Wow, switching over.
Oh, they find eliminations there early.
Yeah.
Interesting. And salty as well. Nick, what's your favorite place to land on the map and why?
I would say an area that has a mix of mats and a good amount of loot, but also a lot of action as well. Tilted Towers is my home, as Nick Merckx likes as well. Yeah, that's his home. I mean, I can't claim it, but I like going there. I like visiting.
All right, okay. So here we go, checking out the map. You can see everyone's pretty spaced out right now. There are a few duos that are very, very close to each other.
Yeah, and in Salty Springs, you can see oh wow, there's 3 possible teams in Salty Springs, and as you can see, there's some action going on right here. One down below them. He's stuck in a floor. He takes him out right there.
Dang, with the dual pistols, man.
Very well done. I mean, you got to work with what you have, and that's the thing about early game. You don't always get that loadout that you want. You don't always get that shotgun that you want. So it's always risky going for those engagements early on. That's why I prefer to avoid engagements in these tournaments and get my loadout and then take them mid to late game when I have all the things that I'm comfortable with, basically.
That's right. This is Razor. We saw him do very, very well. Now they're near tilted a little bit.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean they're always near a rift. There's actually a rift up above them, a little bit to the northwest. And I mean you can always see these teams. Wow, takes a shot.
They're trying to third party this right now.
Wow!
Oh, that was Orslok. Okay. So now they're gonna. Oh. So his teammate managed to secure that elim.
Nice. Very well played there. And I mean, that was with the dual pistols. There's no first shot accuracy either. So that was a great little shot. And as you can see, another one coming in. He's not even fighting back. This is a perfect opportunity to be aggressive here.
Wait, I think there's 2 different players in there. I think there's a duo inside this building. Maybe?
Possibly.
Just got to blow up the roof. Let's see.
He's trying. Yeah, you're right. He is trying to get up there, trying to get an angle. They're playing this very smart. But they got to be quick, otherwise the enemy will escape.
Yeah, but look, see, there's one duo, one of the 2 duos down there, and look, here's the second one here.
Oh, yep. And he gets it. Man, there's a lot of dual pistol action going on here.
Dude, dual pistols, man, they're my favorite weapon.
Very
underrated weapon.
They're very good. I feel like close up I would prefer, because I feel like they're really, really good close up versus medium range. And close up I'd prefer that shotgun, that heavy hitting, accurate weapon. But the dual pistols definitely have its place if you can have a player who can use it in the right hands, and clearly they can.
Yeah. So now Razor's got 2 eliminations. They're trying to probably, if I'm assuming, I know Razor, he's probably going to try and play for Wrecking Ball, right? We saw him a couple games ago find 6 eliminations, but couldn't get that 7th.
Right. And yeah, and they're probably trying to get some materials right now for those engagements that they run into. And then, as I mentioned, the rifts up above, and they're most likely going to take that. They're going to probably scout out a team that is weaker than them or try to third party.
Oh no, he's literally at the fence.
Look at that. So, and Diza and Mesu here.
He's clear.
Macau, yeah.
Nice, and there's battles all across the map, really. I mean, you would think that the majority of battles would take place in like Tilted or Salty in a regular public match, but these tournaments are so much different. Everyone spreads out because everyone wants to go to a spot where no one else is going, and they think that it's unoccupied, like an outskirt area, somewhere like Wailing Woods. But in these tournaments, I mean, everywhere you go, people are spread out.
And look at this. Look, so they're making they're calling an audible. They're saying, look, we just got to go. We have to get out of Storm. Storm is about to come in 40 seconds. Just leave them. And I think that's the right play, right? Because if you get to the circle first, you got players running in from the storm.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
no.
They could have got third-partied if they didn't disengage, and now they have their full attention on this team, and that is perfect. Great disengage on that earlier team.
They're trying to find high ground, but in the tree line, man.
He got stuck by the tree right there. He was crouching, trying to get up, and he got lasered.
Okay. And this is tough. Always fighting within the tree line. It's
very tough. I mean, you can't build, you can't shoot. It's really tricky. You almost have to just get on the ground floor like so and engage.
There you go. So they've got 1 elimination. There's 1 player left. And let's not forget, there's also a team that was inside Risky.
You're very right about
So
that.
if they hear all this action, you got to assume they probably want to come over and see if they can find some low health enemies here.
They've got to be quick with their looting right here, or possibly run away. And also, that team in Risky, they're going to have to come the same way. Look at the storm where it's forcing people.
The double crouch. That was good. We actually have a replay here from Method. Let's take a look at this.
In Salty, and those were those multiple teams we talked about earlier that were in Salty. Oh. Windows are so underutilized. Beautiful.
Oh, he double edits? No way. Is he going to edit again? Oh, okay.
That team fire breaks the window, and then the teammate shotgun.
Wow, he clips him from the side. Nice buckshot there.
That was some great coordination,
And look, over to them now. Still in Salty. They still have 2 eliminations, 72 players left. Loadout's not bad. Matt's pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, they definitely have some stuff to work with here. Probably trying to get a little more mats. I mean, they've got a couple eliminations. If based on this teammate right here, if he gets 5 more, I mean, that's a wrecking ball bonus, assuming his teammate doesn't have anything, and that's double the points in the next game. They could possibly be going for that.
Do you think in this format, players are trying to get wrecking ball? Do you think they're saying, look, we just any eliminations, put this on the board? Do you think maybe the incentive is like, we have to win?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the percentage ratios, I mean, I'm not gonna like break down math or anything, but like only one team is gonna get that kingpin bonus. I mean, multiple teams could get the wrecking ball bonus. I mean, there's a bunch of opportunities to get that wrecking ball. So I think it's more likely that people are going for wrecking ball bonuses rather than surviving end game, because it is not easy.
Yeah. This is Rennick and Skyped. You can see them in Greasy Grow. They're fighting another duo.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
a lot of action. Wow, one
side.
on the other side. Yeah, and he's trying to. Oh, wow, that nice little pinch. Beautiful. And now they're both building in the same 1-by-1. They might want to extend out while one builds. He's a distraction now. Yeah, his teammate can extend outwards, get the high ground, fire back. But
Rennick goes down.
Oh, from behind. Oh no, that was in front. Wow.
So he's got to make a choice.
Yeah, nice little floor to block the incoming gunfire. Now he's going to make an edit when he has to reload. And wow, he takes full advantage of that opportunity.
So I don't know if you saw what happened, but basically he placed a floor and he watched the health. The moment that the bullets came through and destroyed the structure, he was literally moving up and was passing through it as it was phasing out. And he lands a buckshot of 34 to catch the enemy off guard. And that's what made the difference there.
I mean, the timing doesn't get any better than that. That was great.
Look at this. This is goofy and excited. And
yeah,
guys.
Now they do have the high ground here. However, like I mean, they could camp it out and scout out. But with their mats, I think if they were to build 1-by-1s, they wouldn't be sitting too well on materials or even ammo to be able to picking off these teams for late game. They might want to drop down very, very soon. I don't see them camping up here.
Look at this. They're just trying to gatekeep right now, and that's trying to keep people from getting in from the storm.
Yeah, and this is great. Great pressure. Maybe even an AR would work very well here. Because they're covering themselves. Oh, wow. Great grenade play.
The grenade tags the shield and then immediately hits the health bar, which is really, really good.
Yeah, and we saw his teammate shooting AR to break the walls, and then I think this teammate was focusing on with a thermal AR to really do that heavy hitting damage.
Look at this, just running on with a drum gun. Again, just trying to gatekeep. Oh, so Genside, that's nice. Madsen. Madsen goes down.
And here it is, 1 versus 2, he has the high ground.
This is the Vic. Yep, there he is. Wow. So the players from last game with the Wrecking Ball bonus have been, or I'm sorry, that was Kingpin, have been eliminated. So we'll have to see where they place. Yeah. Hopefully they had any eliminations, but now we're over to Teaksy and Nox.
And this team is very far from the storm. Mind you, they do have plenty of time to escape, but in any kind of engagement, I mean, engagements can last from anywhere from like 10 seconds to like 3 minutes, so they're definitely going to want to be quick. I think there is another team here. The storm circle is going to be key. Pay attention to the timer, everyone. This could get very tricky in a few moments.
Yeah, with only a minute before the storm moves, they've got to find another duo here.
Yeah.
Look, they're kind of like instinctively like backing off.
I think they're aware of the storm. They realize that if they do want to survive, it's not worth it to take that fight.
Oh, look at that. So they're a little bit separated. And this is tough, man, especially when you're kind of like running with your back to an enemy. You don't want to get too far away from your teammate because if something goes wrong.
And what they're doing here is, since they're further into the zone, the enemy team, these guys can laser them as they're trying to escape the zone. Like, this team won't have to move running from the zone for a long time, whereas the enemy team will have to move much sooner, and that's when they can pick them off, when they're trying to run in the open to escape that storm. Very smart choice to get up on the mountain a little closer to the next circle.
And they do have what looks like a few bouncers, so if things go wrong, they can... Oh, no. Wixley goes down at range.
I mean, just lasering with that green AR.
Yeah, man. And look at this. I feel like at this point they're like, look, we got one of them. Let's just we gotta go.
No need to be greedy. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got one. We've got one elimination. Let's just keep going.
Especially with no healing items. I mean, that's a right call to make.
They're disengaging. Okay, so look at this. This is Flush Factory.
Flush Factory. You don't see too much action going on here, but as we talked about, I mean, people like to spread out in these tournaments. People go in spots you don't normally go. And they have the high ground as well in the upper left corner of your screen. Very, very nice.
Oh no, one of the players goes down there, and I feel like he's just got to disengage. He's got to leave him.
Yeah, there's especially, because as we talked about, no healing items, so in the bottom right corner.
And this is Airwax here. He drops a bouncer for his team. Did you hear that grenade?
I did.
That is not the sound you want to hear right now.
No, it is not, especially with the wall. So sure, the walls that he has behind him placed will cover him from any kind of sniper shots, but if an enemy has an RPG below, they can almost use those walls to bounce off splash damage, or even a grenade launcher to bounce it up into his 1x1 and do some serious damage. So that's definitely something you got to consider when you build a 1x1 with that back protection. And he must see someone.
Yeah, he's kind of like looking for this other player. I mean, there's very clearly someone here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
he wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't someone there.
Exactly. Maybe we... Oh, interesting.
Okay. Hopping over to Vonair and Hycrix.
Right, and then there's an enemy in the storm if you guys didn't catch that. And this is going to be good. As soon as this team gets in the zone, they can build and kind of watch the storm and just pick him off as he's trying to escape.
That notification, super trippy. I love it. Look at this, 9 seconds here. Oh, and a supply drop? Yes, please.
Yeah.
I wonder what they'll find. If
But
it explodes.
do they want to focus on that supply drop or focus on the enemy that's in the storm? I mean, they have a great opportunity here to pick the enemy off. When he's trying to escape the storm and not going to be firing back.
It looks like they're focusing on the supply drop.
Yeah, interesting choice. And there he is, right on him. They could have had the high ground in that scenario, but they prioritized the supply drop, which they didn't get, by the way, mind you. Nice pyramid block.
Oh, now they're being third-partied?
From the mountain. And they're going to be wasting mats here. I mean, this engagement, that's only a down as well. There's 2. Great pump, and then the combo.
Oh, there you go. So there's the second player there.
That is huge for them.
I think they might.
Giddy.
Yeah, I think they actually. I don't know if they have the 7 eliminations, but I think it might be that they're just excited about that. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Oh,
I mean,
supply drop.
He's got 4. Yeah, and then the supply drop they didn't get earlier. They got the bounce pads. They can use that late game. That's going to be clutch. Man, just a very great position.
Svenos and Tinny. Svenos has 2 elims.
Very great team. Not a lot of mats, honestly, to be working with this late into the game. 329.
We're gonna be in a fight there. I got 300 mats.
And I think they're trying to avoid any fights. He called out that he's going to be in a fight if they go over in that other route, so they're avoiding it. I think that's what they want to do. They only want to take fights that they know they can win, or possibly third party.
That's right. You want to listen in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I hit the guy once. That fucking sucks.
We have 10 seconds to move.
Yeah. Just get under their base.
Getting lasered from above now. I almost feel like that team's going to have to drop down from the high ground, so they've got to be aware right now. The zone's going to be on them. They're definitely going to have to... yeah, and here it is. He drops down the shotgun play.
That was Fnatic power. But Jarl takes down Tinny.
And he's going back for it. 2 damage per second for the Storm. But there's a lot of heals here.
I'm not fine,
They
dude.
take
I'm
down
not fine.
Fnatic power and Jarl, and now Svenos has all the loot in the world.
And mind you, these healing items, 10
it's
seconds
gonna
it takes to
fucking hurt.
pop a
I got
medkit.
3
Okay, so he's got to
medkits,
pop
though,
off this medkit when he has 20 HP or
It's
higher
100%
if he
fine.
wants to survive. Unless he uses the campfire to combo with it. Then it will break even. But
It's gonna hit
when
for
the
a
storm
point.
closes, it will chunk for 5 HP per second. And I don't think he's going to survive. He doesn't have time to pop
I
a
cannot
healing
catch up
item.
as I need to
And
now.
maybe bandages would have been the better approach to pop off 1 and then keep on running. But he has to get out of this storm. If he heals, that means the storm is that much closer to closing, which means it's that much closer to dealing 5 HP per second, and it's not looking good.
This is a really tough spot to be in, but Svenos, I mean, it's Svenos, right?
Yeah,
He's got a plan.
Oh.
It's Svenos. Oh, 2 HP.
But-
Super stressful.
I don't know if he's. I don't see him coming out of this one alive.
We could have dropped him down, though.
He's got to keep running.
Yeah, but we
This is
could've
tough.
him
Check back in with him in just a little bit.
Okay, wait.
Now we're going to hop over. Now these guys are inside the storm. This is the King Win team. They're at the edge. Look at that, the very, very edge.
This
like
is-
literally at
yeah.
the bottom edge of the map.
Very interesting end game, and that's what I like. How all these circles. I talked about it earlier. How it's all like random, right? Anything, not random, but anything can happen in a sense. You know, whether it's early game, mid game, late game, and a factor is that it's a storm circle. I mean, you don't know where it's gonna go, and that's what makes the variety so nice. It's like having that variety is really what makes it entertaining in a sense.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Chunking for 5. Did he make it?
I don't know. Man. Oh my.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Wow.
He's still
He
running.
had to use that med kit at 50 HP or higher because the storm is chunking for 5 damage per second, and it takes 10 seconds to heal a med kit or to use a med kit. Wow, and then there's action in here.
So these guys are they
beautiful.
find both eliminations. And look, King Win's secondary friend didn't go down.
Wow.
So he doesn't have he can get the revive. That means there's no points going to anyone else that eliminated him or tried to.
Yeah.
This is really good. I just realized there's still 23 players left.
I'm just more amazed at the fact how Svenos survived that storm. Like,
Dude, what a legend.
dude, I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. And if he goes on to win this, imagine that.
Oh my god.
One of the best comebacks.
The ultimate comeback.
Yeah.
But look, City Driver and Camel are still alive in this game. Unbelievable.
And I mean, this storm circle is very small, and there's quite a few people left. A lot more than like in week 1 in a situation or day 1 in a situation like this. I mean, these players are very, very good.
Look, they're going for it. They say, look, we have to get into the zone right now.
Yeah. Looks like he's trying to beat that other team. Oh, wow, getting picked off from that high, tall base.
Oh my gosh. Literally nowhere is safe right now.
Right, and the zone is near the coast of the water. I mean, this could get interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very excited to see
I
how
am
this is gonna
very
play out.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, it's City Driver and Camel, right? They've been in these types of situations before. They know exactly what they need to do to navigate, but...
I think it's too early to build. With his mats, he's trying to wait. He's trying to see where the next circle is so he doesn't build out of the zone and then have to build another one by one. He's trying to conserve as much as he can, which is why they're just jumping, scouting, and just looking out and not building right now, which is what the majority of players would do in this situation.
Dude, how cool would it be if the storm went inside the water right now?
Yeah, like on the out, like yeah.
Oh my
and you have to
gosh.
build platforms to kind
That
of.
would be sick.
That'd be cool.
Please.
Epic, do it.
Please.
If they could control it.
Please.
That'd be so cool.
Other way!
And that's
the
why,
other way!
That's why they didn't build and waste their mats. They got to find a way to get over there, which is going to be tough with everyone who has the high ground now.
That's Snafu. So Snafu currently in 2nd place. But we know Tesco is down. City Driver and Camel still alive. 17 players left alive.
They're gonna.
Wait, what?
What?
There's a team here?
Oh my! They're not gonna get the loot though. It's gonna drop down. They gotta be quick.
Oh no!
They're going for it. They need it. They need the mats. Oh.
Okay, well they got some
They got
of them.
some, yeah.
That was definitely like a bunch of mats that fell.
And now, what if they use the outskirts, like the down low of the mountains, to build floors and kind of avoid enemy teams and kind of stay near the outskirts to get in? Well, maybe they possibly couldn't because look where the next zone is. I guess they wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
they'd
able to
have
do
to
that.
move.
Yeah.
They're trying to be really careful. They're trying to like build as few things as possible. There's still 15 players
Right.
left. Look at this, Teddy, their VGI A guys are there. There's so many. Look, and there's people. Kinzo, and yet again, Kinzo and Mitro all the way to top of high ground.
This is the most action I've ever seen at Flush Factory. I wish all games would end like this. It's crazy.
I'm just surprised that people are allowing Kinzo and Mitro to get that high ground. This is how they're securing these Victory Royale and all these
Yeah.
eliminations. They're
You're
holding
right.
the first place spot.
Yeah.
Das ist auf jeden Fall gut, ja.
Wow, and then we see a build off right here. Oh no, that's his teammate building up to his other guy. Okay.
Okay. This is
Very
Kinzo.
nice.
So this is one of the top two, one of the players from the top team. His teammate is Mitro.
Right, and
Again, they just have high ground, man.
And if they have high ground, I mean, they can keep it as long as the next zone is nearby. And then, I mean, it's looking good for them. It's looking really good, except for that team up there. If there's still another team on top of that Flush Factory, it could get pretty dicey.
15 players still left alive. I think things are going to start to heat up as we start to move into this next circle.
Yeah. And I think a good option would be to wait before he builds up even higher. I think they might even, as long as the bottom of the base is well supported. Oh, they're gonna third party here. Wow, and it was just one shot.
What a great elim. That's still a point, man. Every single elimination matters at this stage.
Exactly, and this team, that they're shooting at is getting caught in the storm. A lot of pressure on them from this AR. I mean, there's just so much going on. They're in a building.
1 HP inside a flush.
1 HP, they say.
That metal takes a long time to break up that structure. It's going to be hard to melt through that with an AR. It's going to give that player some time to heal in there.
So there you go. Kinzel finds another elim, so that's 2.
And now here they go. They build up even higher. As long as their base is well supported at the bottom, that's good. And as long as there's no explosives. But I think they're going to go...
408.
They have the mats to kind of extend out to the next zone. They may do that instead of dropping down.
There's a guy east.
Let's actually listen. I'm curious to see what they're saying.
Watch west. Before they push.
He might push us behind us. There's one team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're building up.
Shit, I don't have medium bullets. We need to go. Shall we go down
I'm
and
thinking that's good.
let's go behind these guys east? Do you wanna do it? Or do you wanna stand high ground?
Yeah, go behind these guys east.
And you see, they almost wait until the enemies are distracted. Now they have a nice little opportunity to sneak on in. Oh, wow, but another team has the same idea.
2 nice hits there.
And it kind of gets them to backfire or back away and leave this team alone. Very smart.
And look at that. That player landed there and immediately 1 by 1 metal box.
And it looks like they're trying to overtake this high ground from the enemy below them. Very smart.
Need to build to him.
I really appreciate that Kinzel is essentially fortifying
Right.
as Mitro's building. Mitro's building one straight line, going exactly where he needs to go, and then Kinzel's right behind him, just fortifying. Here's a wall here. I know this is floor here. This is going to keep us stable.
Mind you, he's wasting a lot of mats doing so. I mean, he's only at, I can't really see, I think 100 or 200. Not very much for this late game now.
That kind of scared me. I saw the trap reload, so I thought it was maybe Mitro that went down to the trap, and I thought it just reloaded in your face. You're gonna be eliminated. Nope. Okay, luckily it's their trap.
And there's only 5 teams left. 5 players, sorry. 2 teams and a solo.
So yeah, you gotta think it's either 2v1, v1v1.
Oh, right.
1v1.
That's an
yeah,
option.
3 ones. Or it's 2 duos versus 1.
Yeah, oh, and he gets tagged very hard.
Kinzel.
One shot, he could be going down. Wow.
It's fucking 1 HP.
We need to go.
And they have high ground here. The storm is pushing in. They need to make a move while they're focusing on the enemy, while trying to focus on not getting shot as well with his low HP.
Get the kill. He's dead to storm.
He might be a little too aggressive here. He's got to be careful of that storm. It chunks for 10 HP per second.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Storm.
Oh,
They get it. Nice.
So we've seen this time and time again. Players try and navigate around these mountains, and if they're not careful, they can't build up, they can't find their way over, and then they